Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 31 of my 31 favorite vocalists of all time. We're going to be playing this all month long here in August 2024. I have picked out, not an easy thing to do, my 31 favorite singers of all time. And with each episode, you're going to get my pick. You're going to get my top 3 albums that they appear on and my favorite vocal performance of each one of them. So let me explain a little bit about my criteria for this. So we have some of our favorite singers that appeared on millions of albums, right? Well, not millions, but lots of albums. And I'm trying to go for not just my favorite albums in general from the band themselves, but my favorite albums where I think this singer kind of performed the best. Like my favorite vocals from them are on these particular albums. I also, of course, love the albums, but I'm not going to automatically just pick like my favorite 3 albums from those bands or those artists, right? But the albums that I feel have not only the best songs and they're the most consistent albums, but they also feature the best vocals from my pick. And then I'm going to pick one song that is my favorite vocal performance from that particular individual. So today for number 31, I'm going to go with a guy who is sadly no longer with us. He was taken away from us very, very early on in a fateful plane crash. I'm talking about Mr. Ronnie Van Zant from Lynyrd Skynyrd. There he is right there. Okay, the great Ronnie Van Zant. Who, there's technically lots of better singers in the history of rock music, but there's something about his gruff vocal style, could also be very tender and poignant at the same time. But he just had this it factor. That snarling look, right? The way he prowled around on the stage and delivered so many great Southern rock anthems. Always a guy that I just really, really liked a lot and always really appreciated. So my 3 favorite albums are, of course, Pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd, the debut album. Then I'm going to go, and why? Well, because, I Ain't the One, Tuesday's Gone, Give Me 3 Steps, Simple Man, Free Bird, Poison Whiskey. Classics on there, right? And he just was so great right out of the gate. And then I'm going to go with Nothing Fancy, the 3rd album. Saturday Night Special, he kicks ass on that. On the Hunt is so good. Whiskey Rock-a-Roller, Cheatin' Woman, just great stuff. And then the final album, Street Survivors, where I think he really, really came into his own as a singer, and just the band was just gelling on all levels. You got Steve Gaines joining the band, right? Just so many classes of What's Your Name is just so good. That Smell, one of my favorite Skynyrd songs, he's so good on that. He's great at telling stories, right? It all sounds very personal. Honky Tonk Nighttime Man, I Never Dreamed, you got that right, it's terrific. I Know a Little, very playful song, he's just fantastic on that. Those are my 3 favorite albums, and as far as my pick goes, thought long and hard about this. Some of these picks were no-brainers. Some I had to really think because I have lots of favorite vocal performances from some of these folks. I narrowed it down to a couple. Ultimately, I had to go with Simple Man from the debut album. Simple Man, again, he's got that little bit of piss and vinegar, but he's telling a story. It's a very heartfelt story. He shows lots of emotion in this song, and I like the more almost like whispered tones, and then he gets a little bit more aggressive, and then the soaring part of it, it's just so good. It's so good. Simple Man, it's got to be my pick for Ronnie Van Zant. So that's my pick for today. Ronnie Van Zant, the late great Ronnie Van Zant, taken away from us way too soon. The 3 albums are these 3. You can pick, and any one of them would have sufficed, right? But, unfortunately, he didn't appear on a lot of albums. But I think these are the 3 that really give me everything I want from Ronnie Van Zant. Not that the others don't, but got to go with these 3, and then Simple Man is my pick. So let us know what you think of the late, great Ronnie Van Zant. And I would love to know if we've got any folks who are watching who had the opportunity to see Lynyrd Skynyrd back in the day, before the plane crash. I'd love to hear your little stories about what Ronnie was like as a frontman on any of the times you got to see them play, because of course I was a little bit too young. I wasn't quite going to the concerts yet. That was a couple of years away, so I never got the opportunity to see Ronnie in concert, so I would have loved it. So that's my pick today for Ronnie Van Zant, number 31. Let us know what your pick number 31 is down in the comments below, your 3 favorite albums they appeared on. And again, it could be solo records with bands, special appearances on someone else's album, whatever. And then your favorite vocal performance, your favorite song, the way the song is the one that just knocked you on your feet, off your feet. Your favorite vocal performance, that one song that really, really does it to you from that particular artist. That's your assignment each and every day. I've got my list almost done. I've got probably 60% of it done. So I've got the bottom and the top of the list. The middle I'm still kind of messing around with a little bit. So, I have them all picked. I just got to pick the albums and the songs and stuff. So anyway, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. Give it up for Ronnie Van Zant. There he is once again. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Tune in tonight. We got a special edition of the Monsters Den coming up tonight. David Gallagher and I will be reviewing A Quiet Place Day 1. And then, of course, we got Friday morning at the Funhouse with Martin Popoff tomorrow. We've got Busy Day tomorrow. We've got Ken Golden, the Professor's Picks. I always have a problem saying that. And then 4 Fusion Fridays also tomorrow night. And then we've got coming up on Saturday, Jamie Laszlo and the Review Crew. And Sunday, ranking the albums. George Lemie, Eric Porter, and myself will be ranking the albums of Simon Phillips' great band Protocol. So it's another Fusion episode. So you got basically 2 Fusion episodes this week. So stay tuned for all that and more. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.